Hi, I'm Ed Ingmels. I'm one of the coaches at Mill Hill BJJ in North London. This is Andreas, who's going to be helping me out today. We're going to look at just a couple of little things from the mount position, okay? It's basically to do with dealing with the more common escapes from the mount and maintaining the mount position. Yeah, my kind of philosophy with the mount is once you get to the mount, you keep the mount, you finish the fight. Very similar to the back. You get the back, you keep the back, you finish the fight. So I'm keen to kind of deal with ways of controlling and maintaining that dominant position as opposed to kind of transitioning away. So, very quickly, so head this way. So basic mount position. Everyone kind of knows it, hips are going to be down. We're going to assume a low mount to start with now. Hips are down, knees are wide, I have as much pressure down as possible, okay? One of the more common escapes that people know is simply framing the hips. You turn onto the side, it's elbow to knee, and you escape from there. So he creates a frame here, he turns onto his side, he gets his knee below my foot, elbow goes to knee, he comes in here, turns back in, basic half guard with an underhook with a frame from there. Okay, it's very, very common, everyone pretty much knows it, okay? There's two things I do to deal with this that work quite well. Firstly, okay, well, in fact, more than firstly, before that point, your aim is to keep the person flat, okay? You should have a good understanding of mechanics to keep the person flat on the back. If I gain the head control, he shouldn't really be able to do this, okay? So if he uses a full kind of right angle frame here, like a lot of people do, as he creates his frame, straight away I know where he's going, okay? If he's creating a frame and the pressure's on this hip, I know exactly which direction he's turning. So all I have to do is I have to control his head, okay? If he's turning this way, if I can get close to him, I cross face him. If I can't, I simply push his head over to this side here, okay? Try to turn to your side. Okay, just very, very simple mechanics like that to start with. If he can't turn onto his side, he can't escape. So should we mess this up? Now as he turns onto his side, the thing I need to concentrate on is what my foot is doing, okay? Because the aim for him is to get his leg below my leg, okay? If he does that, he's then able to get this 3/4 mount, which he's then able to turn into a half guard, which he can escape the position, okay? If I can prevent his bottom leg getting below my leg, he can't execute this escape. So the first thing I will do, I will basically just stand on his thigh. So as soon as he turns in and he does this, I will bring my knee forwards just a fraction, okay? And I will place the bottom of my foot on his thigh here. Okay, what I want to do is I want to try and get my toes underneath his leg here, okay? Now he tries to do the escape, okay? If he cannot get this leg underneath, he cannot, get to that position. Okay, it's a very, very simple way of doing it. It's incredibly frustrating for the person on top. So as soon as he's on his side, I basically just dig my toes between the floor and his leg. And I'm almost kind of standing on the side of his thigh. Okay, so as he tries to turn in, so complete onto your side, yeah, side here, there. If he cannot get his leg below my foot, he cannot take this, okay? Third option is for when we feel we may lose the position, okay? So it will get to a point that we start to feel maybe he's gonna beat that foot, okay? We need to act early on this. If we allow him to beat the foot and we allow him to get to the 3/4 mount, we have to deal with the 3/4 mount, okay? But we don't want to do that. What we want is, as soon as I feel he's going to start to get his leg underneath here, okay, I want to make sure I switch the position, okay? Most of the time what he's going to need to do is he's going to need to use his top leg to help him out with this position, okay? So come back. He will simply bring his top leg over and he will hook here, okay? Again, really common way of dealing with it. He simply drags the foot back so it goes past his hip line and he's in the 3/4 mount, okay? The second I feel him do this, I'm going to transition my body to, again, to almost like an interim position. So if you just turn to your side a second. Yeah, come back this way. So, for him to do this, if he needs to use his top leg to bring my leg over him, what he has to do, he has to step over his top leg. Okay, if his knee goes in front of his knee here, it gives me the opportunity to switch to a leg weave, okay? So what I refer to as a leg weave. So once this leg is over and I feel he's gonna get my leg trapped, I'm gonna change my position. So, here he turns onto his side. As soon as I feel he steps over the top and he's going to get this, I'm going to step back and I'm going to bring my knee in between his legs here. Okay? I can simply open this up and I'm just going to a leg weave position here. Okay? Whether my leg is trapped here or not is irrelevant. I can unhook this, But what's important about this now, apart from the fact my back is complete to the camera, is that his legs and his hips are trapped in one position. Okay, the beauty of the leg weave position when I'm here is once my weight is down here, he cannot turn his hips in this direction. Okay? So if I'm then able to gain head control, his hips face this way, his head faces this way, he's not going to be able to stop me dominating the position. Okay? So what I'm doing, I'm accepting the fact that I'm losing kind of ground with the foot positioning. So I allow him to start to get the leg, and I'm going to take a backward step and I'm going to go from the mount to the leg weave. The leg weave will then allow me to transition back to the mount or take the back, which I will make relevant in a second. So, as he turns onto his side, I feel he's going to get the foot. Again, as soon as I feel his top leg is over his bottom leg, I switch to here. So I bring my knee and I separate his two legs here, okay? So his hip is now locked in this direction, okay? If I want to regain the mount position, I will then gain the head control. I'll come in and I will get head control here, okay? To take the mount now will be very, very simple. All I want to do is I want to free my knee and I hook the inside of his leg. Now as I drive to the mount position, I'm just going to straighten his leg, straighten his hips, and I'm going to retake the mount, okay? So, first thing, head control, I know which way he's going. If he beats that, second thing, stand on the thigh, so he can't beat that. Third thing, if I feel he's beating this and he steps over, I switch back into a leg weave. I control his head, and we reforce the mat position.